My gut instinct, which thankfully on this seems like it's been pretty accurate so far from being obsessed with this data as I am. My gut instinct is that number for a baseline is somewhere around 3,000. There's probably a floor in the high 2,000s, low 3,000s, say 2,900 to 3,200, somewhere in that range. I could see it spiking more and more. I mean, we're up $135 an ounce just today alone. I could see it spiking up a little bit more, 36 to 3,800. And I do think we are going to see a pretty large dip at some point this year in 2025. That's again, my opinion is just as good as yours or anybody else's, but that would be my official guess, educated guess, is that at some point we're going to hit a target where we're going to see a $400 to $600 an ounce drop that'll probably happen pretty quick. Over a few month period would be my guess. And when that happens and to what level it drops to, that's anybody's guess. I mean, because like I said, this has outperformed, even though we've been bullish on gold for several years, this has outperformed what I thought it was going to do. So who knows? I could be wrong. Could be at $6,000 an ounce. And you could make a mathematical profile that would support that. So it's exciting to watch. It's really interesting to watch. Another thing to think about, guys, there was a lot of noise a couple months back that President Trump and I believe it was RFK were going to go into Fort Knox to actually audit the gold and basically see if the gold is there. And if so, how much is there exactly, and have an accounting of that, because it's wild to me. Apparently, nobody's done that for a while. So, and I don't know when that's actually going to happen or if it's ever going to happen. But if and when it does, think about from a narrative standpoint, what would happen if they went in there and found out and reported and it was made public that there's 20% less, 50% less, 70% less gold than what we thought was in Fort Knox. From a mental standpoint, from a narrative standpoint, and from a factual standpoint to some extent, that might skyrocket the price of gold based on that chaos and that scarcity. So my official opinion is I don't know if I'd be buying any more gold right this moment, but it'd be a great time to hold the gold that you already have if we do have some. And, it wouldn't be a horrible time to sell a little bit too, but I would imagine there's still a little bit more to go in this. And as always, when it comes to gold or any inflation hedge, you're going to want to hold it for the long term anyway. You're not really trying to speculate whether you shouldn't be. It should be used as an inflation hedge that can be held for hopefully many years, many decades. And over time, it's always going to pencil out. So that's my gold update, guys, that I had to get on here and do, just because as shocked and excited as I was as a former, maybe once again current Laker fan about the Luka trade, I'm equally as shocked and I guess you could say excited, more just fascinated to see gold at nearly $3,500 an ounce here in 2025. On a personal note, again, guys, I want to thank all of you for your support. It really does mean a lot. I got so excited about the gold and the Luka trade, I didn't even ask anybody to subscribe or like anything. But if you have listened for a while and you haven't subscribed, if you could join us either on Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Spotify, or of course YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, my personal channel at Stefan Piscano, which is where we're going to try to move most of the podcast stuff too. But right now there's also a lot of great content on our company page, which is at Vacation Wealth Partners. And you can also see a lot of the properties that we invest in and purchase there as well, and some of the strategies we use with buying homes and investment properties with seller financing as well. And so it'd be great to have you as part of our network. If you are already part of your network, but you haven't given us a rating, if you could give us a 5-star rating on Apple and or Spotify, we'd really appreciate it. That really helps the algorithm. And the more of those I get, then, the more more I can justify taking time off of other things to make the episodes more frequent, which I really hope we do.